Well, I decided to come digging with the sidekick today. I was going to show you. Y'all seen this water supply down here. Of course, right up here behind me is a campsite, just right over that little bank right there. Maybe kind of on this side of that hump too. I hadn't dug over here yet, but it's starting to fall off pretty quick when you go over here. I was going to show you this though. I know the wind is terrible. Check out this rock. I bet they wallered all over this rock right here whenever they were here. It's just a great lookout. It's pretty straight off right here. I was going to show you this though. It sits just like a saddle. First time I came over here, I was ashamed to say it, but I sit on its side saddle. It's pretty cool though. I thought I'd just show you that. I'm going to get up here and start digging. If I don't, I won't ever find anything. I'm back. I'm down in the hole today, and I've got me a one in the wall. I've had a terrible time. Ground's froze about 8 inches deep. I had a hole started right over there, so I had to bypass about a foot of it. I had to get over here and start digging it out and throwing back over there, and finally got down in here and straightened up me a place where I could go back and forth, and it's still froze pretty deep, but I've got one up here close to the top right there. Actually it'd be about 4 inches deep, because as you can see this right here is all frozen. I picked up big old wad and just threw it back out of the way. So that was 2 inches of topsoil, and I'm on down probably another 3 inches, and I'm going on down to about right there. You can see the red clay, which is about 2 inches. I'm about 2 inches below it. Anyway, got a tip sticking out. This could be my first find of 2014. If it's all there, let's see if we can dig it out for you. I may have to get something to aid me a little bit. I hope it's all there. It's a wonder I hadn't broke it. I went right down beside of it. I heard something rake and I looked, and all the dirt fell away from it. And there it was. It's got a little resistance. Of course, I don't expect it to be major big, because a lot of things over here isn't big. Got a rock beside of it. It's getting longer, but it's thin, this paper, I know that. Well, it takes us 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes more video than I've had to show hunting in the last little bit. Let me see what I can do with this camera, but setting it over here. I don't know if it'll work or not. I'll try it. I think that's the point right there. Alright, I'm going to leave a camera sitting right there, and I'm going to get over here and work on it. What's going on in there? We're showing about 2 inches. Boy, y'all keep your fingers crossed. That could be awesome if that back could be there. Oh, here it comes. Oh, look at there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Well, it's a rough Adina. Let me back up. But it's the biggest thing I found over here so far, except that big blade back earlier last year. Shoot, I'll take yeah. He's a little rough, but I'm not gonna complain about that. It's a good sized piece. It's 3.5 inches long. Well, I'll take that for my first official find of 2014. I'd take it as my last. Well, let's keep on looking. I figure out how to turn this camera off. This wind's absolutely terrible. I was going to show you. I got up moving around because I was wanting to rest a minute. And I'm right over there. You can see the hole right there, I think. It's just about, I'm about right in there. Anyway, I walked over here to see if I could see anything. The ground's kind of bare over here. First year I come over here looking on the ground for signs. Believe it or not, I actually found, not in this tree, but in one of these big oak trees, there was a broken piece that had gotten wedged in the folds of this bark as this tree grew. And I was able to pull it out, but it was done up a foot off the ground where that tree had grabbed it, I guess, in growth and pulled it up in folds of the bark, you know, as it was growing. Then I come over here, went back and got the camera. Just walked up on that. Broken. And I found several on the top, you know, mostly broken, but I have found some blunts and a good drill or a little knife or something. But I was going to show you, you know, who knows how big or how far I'll have to dig. I found them as far as, you know, right over in there on top of the ground. So I'm looking at probably at least 100 by 100, and I don't know how far out that way it goes. It's grass over there and I can't see the ground. Anyway, I'll keep on looking here. I thought I'd show that to you. There's plenty to dig here, but when you get over in here where I'm at now, you can see the trees start getting a little bit more congested, and they're big trees too. There's flint laying everywhere. They worked it. Of course, these trees probably wasn't here when they were here. That's this big anyway. Obviously not, or at least they've grown a whole bunch for me to find one up a foot off the ground in the bark. Well, I'm gonna keep on looking. I think I just raked the blade out. The gouge right in there and pull back over this way. I seen it push up right here on the edge. Oh, it's got a little broken place. Man, what a thin blade. A little side right there is gone. Probably a preform. But still, we're in and around them. Let's keep on looking. Alright, people. We had a in situ tip a while ago. I think this time we got an in situ base. Right there. Here it comes. Oh man. Hey. We'll take that for sure. That was cool. Heck yeah. Looks like an Adina Robbins, I suppose. Made out of hornstone. Yeah, it's got some ancient damage. I'm really not complaining. I mean, I'm just grateful to be finding. It's been a long time for me. Pretty good piece. Well, let's stay after it. Well, I made it back home. I dug about 5 hours today, I guess. Just worked flint. A lot of broken stuff. with just edges worked on them. The one I found on top of the ground, little guy. A big old gnarly tip. It's a pretty wild tool. Big piece of material. You got an edge work on it right there, and then you can see on this end right here where they've nibbled off the edge of that. It's got some wild color in it. That's the first piece of 2014. It's not broken, it's just worked crudely. Well, it's a lengthy piece, about 3 1/4, 3 1/2. It's crooked as a dog's hind leg. It's still cut. I believe this right here would be the best find of the day. It's got a place on it right up here, but I don't think it's broke. I believe they was working around that, and I don't know why they may have just decided for some reason not to go ahead and work that edge right there. I don't know why, unless it would be for this inclusion right here. Which they wouldn't need it worked in order to use that side right there. It's really sharp. Anyway, not a bad day. A lot more than I've been finding. Just ain't been able to go. There's some pretty material in that. We'll go again sometime. Thanks for watching.